Hey, what's up, guys? Elliott and Morgan here from Movie Files, here to give you guys our review for the movie Call Me by Your Name. So let's get into this review. Alrighty, so as we do with most of our reviews, we would like to keep it as spoiler-free as possible. So we like to touch on some things, which in this video we're going to talk about the story, the performances, the look of the film as far as the direction go, and then we'll give you guys our score at the end. So with that up top, let's just talk about the story. What did this story kind of give us, Morgan?
Yeah, so it is about a young man, Elio, in northern Italy in 1983. He spends his summers in northern Italy with his father and his mother.
Mm-hmm.
His father is an archaeologist, and with his job, him being a professor as well, he has to have a research assistant each summer. So in comes Armie Hammer playing Oliver as the research assistant. And Elio and Oliver have a special bond, and the movie just goes over kind of their relationship.
Yeah, I couldn't say it better myself. I mean, we kind of kept so the movie came out in Sundance beginning of the year 2017, and then it just kind of hit the market and just heard nothing but great things. But I think it officially came out November 24th, and we came about seeing it this past week, last week of December. So the story, as you just brought up, not giving too much away. If you've seen the trailers, you kind of get an idea what it's about. But I mean, man, this is just, the story just touches on so many different levels of, it's a coming of age story, a story of acceptance, love, beautiful love. I mean, it's just, I just can't. I mean, take it away, Morgan. What did you think about the story that we got here?
I loved it. I hadn't heard of it until later this month, actually.
Yeah.
And watched a trailer, and I like Armie Hammer, so I was excited to see him in this story, and then also just hearing rave reviews. But I absolutely love this movie. Like Elliot said, it really is a coming of age story. He's 17, and
it's based off a book. I'm not familiar with the book.
Adaptation of a book. And he's growing up and finding himself, and I just think it's a beautiful, beautiful movie that touches on many different relationships. So love life, and then even the relationships that he has with his parents, and just being who you are, being comfortable with who you are, loving who you are. Allowing yourself to be vulnerable and let love in as well. It was an incredible movie. I mean, it just really immersed you. I've never been to Italy, but I feel like I have been, and now I really feel like I need to go. But it was 2 hours long, but it didn't feel like it. It was easy for me to just kind of become a part of that reality and watch from afar. But it was an incredible movie. I absolutely loved it. Cannot wait for it to come out and buy it, to have it a part of my movie collection.
Yeah, so. I mean, going back to the story, and we'll talk about the performance here, but I think, no matter where you come from in different parts of life, I think you can always find a connection within the story, relationship-wise, growing up. I mean, there's so many elements of this film that you can find something in this movie. I think it's something it's a movie that everyone
can connect with.
You can connect with it in any type of part of it. No matter what your relationship is with men, women, or whatever the case may be, there's a connection. You're gonna find a connection with this film. I think that was what the story really kind of brought to me, and I really appreciate it. I mean, we've been together for 9 years, and I ever just remember just moments of hanging out with her for the first time and just couldn't wait.
Well, it really is. It's a story of your first love, and how that's just something that's so special and sacred, and one thing you'll never forget.
Yeah.
So not everyone is able to find their soulmate,
right?
So it was a phenomenal movie, and going on to that, the performances.
That's what we'll get at next. I mean, we'll talk about Armie Hammer because you guys might be more familiar with his work versus I think who the MVP of the movie is, which we'll talk about later. But Armie Hammer, great cast, as the secondary lead in this film. Seeing him from Social Network, from, even terrible movies like Lone Star, but even great movies like little roles like Nocturnal Animals, things like that. He's an I want to say up and coming. He's 31 years old. He's up. I think this role is going to put him on a higher platform. I really want to see him in
so much more.
There's so much high demand for him to be in a superhero film as Batman or Green Lantern. So there's so much buzz around him. But I'll let you talk about Armie Hammer, but I just wanted to stress Timothée Chalamet needs to win an award for this performance. And the kid, I think he's only 21 or
22.
22. The kid, yes, he is a up-and-coming star. I'll just let you take it from there. I mean, Timothée Chalamet was great.
Yeah. Armie Hammer, I absolutely loved. I hope to see him in more movies like this, but I can also see him in like superhero movies as well. I mean,
that's the next,
he did a really great job. Great supporting actor. Loved his character. He was your typical like American
during the 80s, 83.
He also it was funny. Man. There was a scene in the movie where Elliot and I were like, "Does that look like Zach Morris or what?" It was so funny, just the way he was dressed and everything. But he did a phenomenal job, and then Timothée Chalamet, amazing lead there. He was just phenomenal. Really hope that he gets an Oscar for his performance. He did a really great job. And then another character that I really loved was his father. I can't remember his name.
He's in Fargo. We saw him recently in Fargo. He's in some other movies that we're going to see pretty soon with Shape of Water. But the father played a great role. Yeah, and
he was obviously a supporting actor there, but his parents did play a really great role. But there's just a moment in the movie where the father and son have a moment, and the father just says, some really, really beautiful, things to his son. It was a phenomenal scene. So just that alone, really just something that's just going to be like embedded into your head. I think if you see this movie, something that is going to be a long lasting scene to remember.
Regret.
So everyone did such a good job.
Yeah, I mean, even from the secondary characters, like the mother had a bit of a pivotal role. He had a summer female. Yeah, he had a summer kind of fling with a young lady, and she did a great job. And I mean, everyone that was on screen just did a phenomenal job. There was no weak link in this film.
And just so much chemistry. I mean, I'm not even kidding. I felt like I was almost like watching something unravel in
we could jump right into the direction of the film, the way it looked, the way it felt. I mean, like you were saying, you felt immersed. Like we're going to Italy, like so sooner rather than later.
He's been saying like, "Oh, we can't go because we can't bring the dog." I'm like, "Dog's gonna have to go to his grandparents.
We have to go to Italy, and we have to switch our whole wardrobe because the '80s. I mean, it was just. But
I know I'm gonna have Elliot wearing really short shorts and tall socks and chucks, happen, and he's can't wait.
The direction of this film, the director, what was the director's name? Luca.
No,
you don't remember his name?
It wasn't Luda. It was like Guatemala. I can't remember.
She corrects me, but she doesn't remember. But anyway, the director, to what he brought to the screen, from a sound design, from a cinematographer design, just from the direction of the film, he let the scenes breathe, which I think is a big thing. A lot of movies like to move at a quick pace and kind of get to the next scene, but there would be moments in the movie where there were no characters on the screen, but you would just soak in the environment of Italy. And just, I believe he's from, I saw our interview, he's from Italy, so it was a place he's familiar with.
It's Guadagnino or something, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. But he brought the screen to life. I mean, this is, a movie like this reminds me why I love cinema. I mean, I love Star Wars, DC, Marvel, I can go see those all day, but a movie like this really makes you appreciate film and cinema and what someone's voice can be put into a screen, and it was just beautifully done. I mean, what did you think about just the direction of the film?
Yeah, I mean, it was shot just phenomenally. It was so beautiful. Like Elliot said, there's just these scenes where you really feel like you're a part of the movie. Like you are, an extra in the movie. The story was beautiful. The direction was it was incredible. This was really a great movie in 2017. It really, truly was. I think we're gonna have to watch the Oscars this year because I would like to see it win some awards for sure.
I mean, not to compare it to the Best Picture last year. I mean, similar topic point, Moonlight, but I think this movie did a better job at kind of display. I mean, it puts you in a particular spot in this young man's life, 1983, the summer, and I just think it did a better job of just kind of telling a story of becoming who you are and accepting who you are. I just think it, for Best Picture, if it does get that nomination, I think that for me it'll be more.
In Moonlight too, you explored him at different ages.
Yeah,
so it was
you
a little
didn't really
different.
get to sit with the character.
Yeah, and the acting in that was really phenomenal too.
Yeah.
But
I think La La Land should have won, but that's last year. But anyway, yeah. And on to just going back, and we'll wrap up here. But just Yeah, the direction of the film. I think a film like this, some might think, oh, I'll just wait till it comes out. I've heard great things about it, but I think this is a film that's worth seeing at the theater because, again, you just feel a part of the story. I mean, it's a 2 hour and 12-minute film.
But
like
it doesn't feel that way. And
like
I am literally the person who's always like, let's shave 30 minutes off a movie.
No, every scene
was so good.
Needed to be in the film. Every dialogue that was said needed to be said. I mean, the film is just great.
Yeah. And if you have a chance to, so we went to, I think we had a special experience because we went to a theater. It's called High Point Theater, and it's actually one of the oldest.
Yeah, we're in St. Louis. So
theaters in St. Louis. And it's just immaculate. They really kept up with it.
Yeah.
But it is very, like, so nostalgic. And if you are able, like in your hometown or wherever you are, if they have a theater like that, go see it there. Because, I mean, it just kind of added to that element of, like, feeling like you're in the 80s. So it was great. I agree with Elliot. Definitely go check it out in the theater. Support the movie. It was so good.
Yeah, so many great scenes. I can think of, like you said, the scene with the father and son. There's an awesome dance scene in the movie. I mean,
God, I'm like
so much.
I need to start dancing. I need to learn how.
From this film, which leads to our score. As you guys saw from our most previous movie from Jumanji, we have a new scoring system, which you guys can see in the description below. So I'm gonna let you lead the way, Morgan. So out of our 5 possible scores, from awful to okay to bad to masterpiece,
I don't need to do that.
What do you give it?
I'm giving it a 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
It was a masterpiece to me.
It's an excellent film. Yeah,
just absolutely loved it. 5 out of 5 for me.
And I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that same score. It's a 5 out of 5. It is a great film. Again, I think this story, the direction, the acting, when you have 3 things like that, are great. I mean, how can you not give it 5 stars?
Right.
So I can't think of a moment of the movie where I'm just like scratching my head or just like I wish they would move on. Every scene deserved to be in this film. Like I said, every line needed to be said. Every scene where we were just in a moment. I mean, this film just does a great job, top to bottom. Yeah. And we'll be having our top 10s list coming up here in the next few weeks, and I wouldn't be surprised if this lands in my top 5.
And there's rumors, Elliot tells me, of maybe a sequel.
Yeah, and I don't think they mean it in the sense of like, oh, we're gonna make a friend. I just think that a story like this, not giving too much away, but you can just see where other things can be played out.
I would love that. Even if they could give me 30 minutes of what happens in the future. It was such a good movie.
And again, I can't go without saying at the end of this video, Timotheé Charmalet is someone to keep an eye out for. Yeah. The kid has great acting capabilities, acting chops.
We saw him in another movie this week,
which we'll have a review for that coming soon for I guess a sneak preview. Lady Bird, we saw that recently. We'll have a review coming out for that. Just
want to put this out there. That would be a great double feature. We actually saw them one day apart, but if you've got the time, like, just
for sure
see them both in one day. They're just really great movies.
So again, 5 for me, 5 for Morgan. We loved it. We would love to know what you guys think about the film. Those that have seen it, for those that haven't, let us know in the comments below what things, what questions you may have. I would definitely recommend to go check it out. So Morgan. So with that being said, guys, this has been our review for the movie Call Me by Your Name. Again, 5 out of 5. Great film. Things to look forward to. Like Morgan said, we saw a movie, Lady Bird, so we'll have a review coming for that probably here soon, as well as Shape of Water. And then the biggest thing of the year is our top 10s list. We're keeping our list away, so we don't know what the other person's going to have on the list, so it'll definitely be something to keep an eye out for. Yeah.
For his.
But as usual, check us out on our social media accounts, as you guys can see below. We're on Instagram at Movie Files. We're on Twitter at Movie Files Live. And we're also on the Stardust app at Movie Files as well. So as that being said, I'm going to leave us out on a nice little note. So again, guys, we'll see you guys again shortly. Take care, guys. Hey, what's going on, guys? If you enjoyed that video, do us a favor and hit the like and share button. As always, subscribe to our channel. We have some awesome content from movie reviews, TV reviews, most anticipated type of list going there. So definitely subscribe to our channel. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys again soon.